Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer my most humble prostrations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagawan. My most humble Sai Rams to all the revered and respected elders, to all the sisters and brothers, and to all the wonderful children of the loving Sai family. I take this opportunity yet again of welcoming all of you to another divine edition of Saicast. It is my pleasure to place before all of you today the divine message of Bhagawan, which is titled The 9 Spiritual Gems. In this divine message, Bhagavan is sharing with all of you the 9 important spiritual gems which are essential for all devotees and especially for all spiritual aspirants. Knowing the inner meaning of these spiritual gems will help you to understand the importance of spiritual life, which is the path or the gateway for your own salvation. Swami says, these 9 gems have to be read, remembered, and retained within yourself all through your life. They are so important. Let us now listen to the divine message as dictated by Bhagavan. Om Shri Sai Ram. The 9 spiritual gems. My loving children, Swami wishes to share with you all some very important spiritual gems or spiritual truths which have to be read, remembered, and retained in the core of your being to enable you to understand some of the laws of the spiritual world. These spiritual gems applies to all devotees, but it is more important for all the spiritual seekers who have been directed and guided by God to walk the spiritual path. These 9 spiritual gems are as follows. 1. Spirituality explains that there is only one God who is omnipresent. It is a spark of that omnipresent God who actually resides within yourself as your soul, also known as the Jivatma. 2. Spiritual life has its own rules and regulations, that is, yamas and niyamas. Yamas are don'ts, they restrain you from doing things, whereas niyamas are do's or observances that guide your spiritual inner life. Yama and niyama together form a strict code of conduct which needs to be followed by all spiritual aspirants. 3. Spirituality teaches you the meaning of this life on earth, and it reveals to you many of life's innate and intrinsic secrets. It is a journey of self-discovery, that is, of exploring your inner world and understanding the inner dimensions of your existence. 4. Spiritual life is not meant for all the souls who take birth. When the soul is ripe enough, as per your past life karmas, destiny automatically takes you on to the spiritual path. It is in very rare cases that God intervenes and changes your destiny and makes you to walk the godly path. 5. Spiritual journey is a double-edged sword, and you have to travel on this sword to reach your spiritual destination. While walking on this sword, your ego gets cut, and when your ego gets cut, your mind gets rectified. Your intellect and mind both come under the control of the God within. The 5 senses also get cut and tamed while walking on this double-edged sword. After you have undergone this spiritual cleansing process, you get connected with God within, and this journey has to be undertaken by maintaining high levels of discipline and devotion. 6. Spiritual journey is filled with pitfalls at every turn, so you have to be very careful. Swami has always referred to the ABC of life, that is, always be careful. You may fall many a times, but you have to dust yourself, wash yourself, and start the journey afresh. 7. Spiritual life also invites God's rigorous tests again and again. You need to pass these tests and examinations for you to be promoted to the next class. It is important to clear these tests with distinction. 8. Spirituality is your own journey in search of your own source. From where have you come and where are you going? This revelation occurs slowly as you walk along the path of the Spirit. No one else can help you in any way on this journey. It is all between you and the one omnipresent God. 9. In the spiritual path, only God is your constant companion. You have to follow Him and none else. Mostly, God sends His divine emissary in the form of a guru who clears your path, leading to the ultimate realization of the self. You need to be aware that a guru is God in human form. These are the most important 9 truths or the 9 gems of spirituality. Always keep them in mind and walk the divine path laid before you by Swami. My immense grace and blessings to all my children. Your loving Swami. Jai Sai Ram.